Hello and welcome to Cor Fidelis. My name is Stephen, and today I would like to begin a new series going over the four Marian antiphons of the Church according to their liturgical season, starting with the first one, the Alma Redemptoris Mater, which we use all throughout the Advent and Christmas seasons. I want to talk about the history as well as how to pronounce them, how to understand them, and how to sing them correctly. This is a huge tradition of the Church and Marian devotion, and I hope it blesses you. The Alma Redemptoris Mater was written about 1,000 years ago by Hermannus Contractus, a German monk, around the year 1050. And the text is based on the writings of Saints Fulgentius, Epiphanius, and Irenaeus, some great saints and great Marian saints. Now, when you're learning Gregorian chant, the first things you want to do are to understand what it means and how to pronounce it, because chant is written for the purpose of praying the text. And so it really starts with the text, with the Latin. And good Gregorian chant is written to augment the theology of the text as well as the spoken word, the accents of the Latin language, the rhythm of the Latin language, especially this kind of chant, which is primarily syllabic chant. So anyway, let's start with understanding the text and then pronouncing the text. So Alma means gracious, kind, loving. Redemptoris Mater, mother of the Redeemer. Que per via celi porta manes, who remain the accessible gate of heaven. Look at the word per via. Via means way, the way. Per means through, the way through. So that's where we get accessible. Porta celi, the gate of heaven. So she is the one through whom Jesus came. Heaven came to us, our salvation. And through whom we go to Jesus, through whom we go to heaven. And then it says, Et stella maris, star of the sea. That is possibly what her name, Mary, means. Have said some of the great ancients, as well as especially Saint Bernard of Clairvaux. His famous piece, De Laudibus Virginis Matris, his homily, where he talks about Our Lady being like the star of the sea, that is the North Star. And as sailors of generations could never make it through to their destination without keeping an eye on the North Star, so it is with Mary, he says, in temptations, etc. Respice stellam voca Mariam, some of his most famous words in that sermon. That is, keep your eye on the star, call out to Mary. So she is the star of the sea. And then it says, Succure cadenti, surgere qui curat populo. That is, give aid to a falling people that strives to rise. Tu que genuisti, O thou who begot, natura mirante, while nature marveled. Tuum sanctum genitorem, thy holy creator. I love this. It's so in with the writings of the fathers, the inspired writings of the fathers about, of course, this great mystery. She generated, that is, she gave birth. She is the mother of her creator. Of course, she didn't give him his divine nature. She gave him his human nature, but she was truly his mother, which is so profound. So, O thou who begot while all nature marveled, thy holy creator. Then it says, Virgo prius ac posterius, version before and after. After what? Gabrielis ab ore sumens illud ave, that is, after receiving that ave, that Hail Mary, or it wasn't actually Hail Mary, it was Kyrie Kikaritomene, or Hail, full of grace, to simplify it. But you can see my Hail Mary video if you want to know more deeply what all that means. After having received that Ave from the mouth of Gabriel. And it's one of the beautiful things that the fathers and doctors have pointed out, especially in Latin, that Ave is exactly the opposite of Eva, that is Eve. So what Mary, of course, her probably most used term for her by the early fathers was, as the co-redemptrix, of course, they called her the new Eve. That is, she untied that knot in the hose of grace coming from the throne of God to us that Eve and Adam had tied by their sin. She, of course, with her faith and her obedience and her love, she untied that and gave us life instead of death given to us by Eve. So pointing out the opposite of that is kind of a beautiful insight. So receiving that Ave from the mouth of Gabriel, to which, of course, she said her fiat, and immediately conceived of Jesus. Then it says, peccatorum miserere, that is, have mercy on sinners, us sinners. So again, now let's pronounce the words, and you can repeat after me. Alma Redemptoris Mater. Que per via celi porta manes. Et stella maris. Succurre cadenti. Surgere qui curat populo. Tu que genuisti, natura mirante. Tuum sanctum genitorem. Virgo prius ac posterius. Gabrielis ab ore sumens illud ave. Peccatorum miserere. Now, let's learn how to sing it. Alma Redemptoris Mater, que per via celi porta manes, et stella maris, succurre cadenti, surgere qui curat populo, tu que genuisti, natura mirante, tuum sanctum genitorem. Virgo prius ac posterius, Gabrielis amore, sumens illud ave, peccatorum miserere.